Hi, my name's Jonathan Kingsepp, and I'm on the business development team here at Tackle. Today, I'm going to spend a few minutes talking to you about the number of different stakeholders across your organization whose input is required in order to get your product listed in any cloud marketplace as quickly and as effectively as possible. And the reason that we thought this was an important topic is because a lot of times our prospective customers come to us represented by someone from one or two people, maybe from the sales organization or the alliance organization or another leadership role, and they have a mandate to get into the marketplace as quickly as possible. And the reason might be because they've got a deal on the line that they want to close to marketplace, they want to extend their partnership perhaps, or they just see this overall trend and shift in buying patterns towards consolidated vendor spend with the cloud marketplaces. Either way, we sit down and talk to them about the process. And the short answer to the process is it is a team sport. But that doesn't mean that all the various stakeholders that I'll share with you are required all the time. In fact, it's just a little bit of time at exact points through the process that we need some input from a broader team. I'll start by just briefly describing the anatomy of a listing, because it doesn't matter which cloud marketplace you're selecting, the listings are pretty much all the same. So they all require a few common components. One is marketing. So that would be our first stakeholder group that's represented. The listing itself has product description, company description. It has logos, images, videos, additional product assets, etc. So it's very important that we have marketing involved to make sure that this listing is representative of your broader corporate brand, which it should be. And the wording and language is optimized for search engines, etc. So that would be the first group in the listing process. The second group I want to talk about is legal, because what you're signing up for is you're enabling a marketplace to either become the seller of your product or serve as an agent in the sale of your product. But there's terms of use that go along with that. So you'll want to have your legal team involved to evaluate the different considerations of using the marketplace provided contract versus your own EULA. So that's the second area. The third area I want to talk about is the finance org, sales org, and it pertains to pricing. There's two reasons that pricing comes up. The first one is that the cloud marketplaces either require or strongly desire that you have a public listing that includes pricing. For many of the companies that they work with, they don't divulge their pricing publicly, so this presents a challenge and requires further discussion. So you'll want to make sure you have the right people in the room to talk about the trade-offs of exposing your pricing publicly. But the second area is that the pricing model for your product may not be supported perfectly by the cloud provider. So you may need to have some change or modification to the way you're pricing. So that's a second area of discussion. And the last area from the whole listing part that I'll mention is maybe one of the most obvious. That's your IT team. If you're working with Tackle, then there's no need to get IT involved at all because we're going to handle all of this for you. But if you're going a do-it-yourself route or you're considering the alternatives, make sure you're aware of the various integrations that are required, all through via APIs, to make sure that you're capable of receiving orders, changing orders, you know who the buyer is, you validated that, you've registered that, you're capturing and providing the entitlements, and of course you're communicating with that buyer in a timely manner. So all of that work requires integration to the marketplace via APIs, as well as establishing workflow on top of that. So again, our Tackle platform will handle all of that for you, but that's the last category to be aware of. So there you have it. In a nutshell, hopefully you understand that the listing process is a team sport. However, that doesn't mean there needs to be a lot of people all the time. It can be done very efficiently. So please reach out to us if you have any questions. Other than that, I hope you've learned from this video. My name's Jonathan Kingsepp. I'm on the business development team here at Tackle, and hope you are having a great day. Thank you.